So today we're going to be talking about your KvCORE website. I'll be walking you through making some little changes to it. We'll be adding some custom links of ours. This is going to be a pretty novice to intermediary difficulty level. If I had to place it on a scale, but the good thing is you only have to do this once, and then you will be able to easily add more links to your website afterwards. And of course, these meetings are recorded. You can always go back to them and follow the steps we take together here, step by step. Okay. But again, I'm your coach. I'm your host today, Coach Kane. My contact information is here on the screen. If you need any help with KvCORE, anything tech related, social media, there's plenty of resources we have available to get you some help. Do not hesitate to reach out, email, call, text, send a pigeon, whatever your preferred method of communication is, and we will get it sorted. Okay. Let's see here. So if you are not already subscribed to receive email notifications ahead of time, to receive meeting recaps. So whenever I post these videos on YouTube, I'm now sending emails to you guys with a recap of what we talked about, as well as a link to the video so you can rewatch it on your own time. You'll also get invitations to, maybe live events we might have at the office or other fun activities, newsletters, tech tips, extra training videos that we don't actually record on here, and so much more. So if you're not already signed up for that, you can scan this QR code here with your phone or go to the link right down here to sign up and be on the list to receive all of that valuable information. Okay. If you've done this before, you don't need to scan this again. You are already on the list because I do see certain times some people that are already signed up sign up once more. So if you've done this already, you don't have to. But if you've done it before and you're not getting the emails, they might be going to your spam folder. So make sure to check your, spam or junk and move them back to the inbox so you can start seeing these emails. Okay. Or if that's still not working, reach out to me and we'll troubleshoot that and figure it out together. But when you do, scan and subscribe, so the website, I designed this to be the hub of all the resources we have to offer. It'll have quick links to past trainings, links to the new Facebook group that was made. You can post questions there. You can have discussions with other agents there. Links to book one-on-ones with me if you need help with anything tech related. So you'll be able to access that here, okay? Also, here's one more slide about the Facebook group. You have 24/7 support from coaches. I think we have Coach Renee on there. We have Coach Frank, who's also a member. So if you have any questions, you need to post a video of something, a picture of something that's going on, or you have a specific question, you can post there with more context and more, ways to tweak your questions, if you will. And yeah, Facebook is a lot more fun, I think, than WhatsApp sometimes. So yeah, that is also available to you, and you can scan this QR code to join and become one of the members on there. All right. So before we get started, you can engage with me at any time. Raise your hand to ask questions, or you could drop your questions in the chat. I'll stop periodically to do a little pulse check, make sure we're all following, see if you guys want to say anything. So don't hesitate to participate, communicate. It's an open convo. If I don't know the answer, we'll find out together, and I'll be sure to get back to you on that so we can all learn. Okay. These meetings are recorded. That's how I can post them on YouTube and send you guys the recaps to them. So if you need to rewatch these, know that they will be on the YouTube channel for you to watch at your own time. Okay. All right. So today I will be talking about customizing your KvCORE website with market report links. So for those of you guys who don't know what any of this means, I think on the next slide here, I have a a little picture of what that looks like. So this is my KvCORE website. And I assume all of us here in the chat are also EXP agents. So all of you guys will have a free KvCORE account that also comes with a free website that's attached to your KvCORE account. And you can do a lot of cool stuff with your KvCORE website. It might be daunting at first, trying to learn how all of the KvCORE functionalities work, how to customize your website, how to get people to it, how to promote it. But that's why we're here. That's why we do these Tech Tuesdays, so we can give you these valuable pieces of information in a bite-sized format. Please do not be afraid, or please don't hesitate to ask questions. There's so much you could do. The door won't open if you don't knock. So get ahead of it and learn a thing or two. It will only improve your business. Okay. But this is what we're going to be learning how to do with our website. So if you go to your website right now, you're not going to have this market reports drop down right here. Okay. Maybe not even the book a consultation one. This is another custom one I built. Today, to keep it very short and sweet and informational, we're just going to be focusing on the market reports drop down here. I'm going to show you guys how to have one of these for your website. You'll be able to customize the different areas you want within the drop down. And the way this would work is if any person was to go on your website, they'll obviously see this section right here, and they'll be able to scroll through this drop down and basically click on a report of the city of their choosing, okay, which are already created by you. You can have as many as you want. I just have, I made these for now. But once they click on each of these, they'll be taken to another page where KvCORE will ask for their information. And once they plug in their email and phone number, they'll be able to view the market report for said area. Okay. It's very, very straightforward to build. And of course, once more, please refer to the YouTube channel afterwards if you get any difficulty setting this up. I also encourage you guys to do this with me if you're able to. I don't know if some of you guys have a double monitor situation, or just tag along and ask questions, okay? But this is what we'll be building on our website today. All right, I see a question in here in the chat. K-Star, need to sign up for KvCORE. So yes, if you're an EXP agent, by default, your KvCORE account will not be activated. So you will have to take the initiative to go to the enterprise website, and through there, you can start the activation process of your KvCORE accounts. If you need help with that, please, my contact info is at the top here. Save it, text me afterwards, or email me afterwards, and then I will guide you to the resource where you could get that account setup started. Typically, it takes between 7 to 10 business days, it says on their website, but most of the time it's much quicker than that. And the whole process is free. It's included in your brokerage, monthly brokerage fee. Okay. But yeah. So get that going as soon as possible. And then you can come back and watch the video later on YouTube. So yeah, I think that was the only question in there. So yeah, if you don't have your KvCORE set up yet, reach out to me. I'll show you how to get that going. But this is what we will be building or creating on our website. All right, so difficulty level, again, I'm biased. To me, it's pretty simple. However, I'll be showing you only the bare minimum necessities you need to know today to do this yourself. One more time, this is available on the YouTube channel. So you could kick back later on, put it on your phone, on your TV, and literally go step by step and do this for your website. But I'll be showing you this in a way that is as simple as possible so that you could do this yourself. Okay. So let's open up our KvCORE here. All right. So once you open up your KvCORE and you get it set up and everything, you log in, this is the first screen you will see. You'll be greeted with your dashboard. Notice how at the top here it says dashboard. I've had people tell me my screen's really small sometimes, so let me make this a little bigger so we can all read what everything here says. Make this full screen. All right. So yeah, once you log into KvCORE, you will be greeted with your dashboard. So this is what you'll be looking at. The dashboard is basically, I like to call it a newspaper, daily newspaper, as far as what's going on with your leads or what activities are taking place on your website. Just for an example, if I scroll here, I'll be able to see all the people that are visiting my website and viewing what properties, okay? So that's what your dashboard will show, and you can interact with those people that are going to your website by clicking the buttons here. But we're not going to be focusing on the dashboard today. We want to focus on our KvCORE website. So first, before we even get started with setting up the quick links to the market report, I'm going to open up my website on a different tab here so we can kind of see it before and after. Before this meeting started, I went ahead and removed the market report link from my website. So this is currently not on my website. So we'll be building it together. So the way to open up your website is either by typing your website address into the, search bar right here. So if you have a KvCORE account, chances are it's going to be your first and last name .exprealty.com. But I don't know how it works if you have the same first and last name as someone else. But the best way to find out what your website is by clicking on your first name at the top right of the KvCORE window. So for me, that's my first name right here. I don't think there's anyone else in the brokerage with my first name. So if I click on here, it'll give me this drop down. And notice one of the items in the drop down is going to have this little world icon. So this signifies, or this tells me that this is the link to my website. Okay. So whatever you see here next to the little globe icon or world icon is your website address. Okay. You could copy this, put it in your notes, create a contact of yourself in your phone and put this as your website. That way you don't forget what it is. But you could copy this, put it somewhere else, or you can even click on it like I just did now. And it's going to open up a new tab where KvCORE will open up your website. Okay. So this is the same thing, the same website that I have right here on this slide of the presentation. So notice how I don't have the market reports tab right now. I removed it so we can build it together. Okay. So we're going to go back to the KvCORE tab here. Zoom out. Let me make sure there's no questions here. I think we're all good. Awesome. Okay. So the first step we're going to take here is obviously you might already have an idea of all of the different cities you want to include in your market report. It doesn't have to be cities. It could be counties. It could be neighborhoods. It could be zip codes. It could be any of the above. Okay, I think cities are a good way for people to gauge the area that the market reports for versus zip code or county sometimes. So I like to build mines as cities. Okay, so Gardena, Hawthorne, Lawndale, Long Beach, etc., etc. But if you want, it could be counties, it could be zip codes, areas, neighborhoods, etc. So I'm going to open up the side menu right here. Okay, sometimes by default this will be collapsed like so. If you click on the three bars at the top left, it'll open this section. And the section we want to go to is called Web and IDX. Okay, so Web and IDX is basically everything that has to do with your KvCORE website. So I'm going to click on here. Once I click on that, I'm going to close this again so we get more space to see what's going on here on the screen. If I scroll down a little bit here, we're going to see a ton of information. I just want you to focus on what we are doing today. Don't worry about all the other buttons you see on the side. The way to create the dropdown that we're trying to achieve here is by creating custom pages, okay? So what I'm gonna do here is click on where it says view and edit, right where it says custom pages. Again, this is on the right-hand side. It's in this box called website contents. because this is going to be contained within my website. So anything that's in here is going to show in your website. Okay, so in the website content box that we see here, there's going to be a section here called custom pages. It says right now I have 0. Chances are you guys also have 0 if you've never done this before. But we're going to want to click where it says view/edit. Okay, so if I click on that here, it'll take me to this new screen, and then we are able to create new pages. Okay, so think of a page as basically a different market report, if you will. So this is where we'll be building the different market reports that we want to be showcased on our website. Okay, so a very important step to do actually before you get here, I think I'm getting ahead of myself here, is first we want to build those market reports. We're going to need to know which market reports we want included in our on our website. So before we start building this, we're going to get back to the screen actually. So before we get started with even doing this step, we want to make a list with links to all of those different market reports. And the way to build that is where it says lead engine. Okay, so if you hover over lead engine, you'll get another a drop down item that says build squeeze page. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to take me to the screen, and here we're able to create different things. We could create property searches, seller squeezes, or market reports. For this specific tutorial, we want to create market reports. So I'll click on where it says market report. And this screen is going to allow me to create links to all of the different market reports I want to create. So let's use maybe the same cities I used before. So maybe I want one of the items to be Torrance. So I'll type Torrance where it says area, and then it's going to suggest or tell me to confirm that I'm talking about the city of Torrance. So I'll click on the drop-down item, and just like that, the city of Torrance is highlighted where it says area. And I don't need to worry about anything else. All I want to do here is generate a link to the market report for the city of Torrance. So I'll click on where it says generate in green. Once I do so, KvCORE is going to give me the link to those market reports. So what you could do is you could copy this link by clicking on the button on the right-hand side of the field where you see the link. When you click on copy to clipboard, it'll copy that for you, or you could select everything here and just press Command C or right click and then press copy. And a good thing you could do is actually open up a notes. Let me see if I can open up my sticky notes here. We'll do this. So I'm going to paste this link in here. So you could paste this in your Word app. You could paste it, in your Notes app on your phone or on your computer somewhere. So I'm going to name this one Torrance, because this link will take me to a market report for the city of Torrance. Okay. Maybe we want to have another item in there. So maybe we want to have the city of Long Beach. So I'll delete the Torrance, type Long Beach. It's going to load up and it's going to ask me, do I want the Long Beach area, the neighborhood, or the city? Again, I want to choose the city. So I'll click City of Long Beach. It'll highlight it. And then I'm going to generate another link. Boom. That'll update these links. And then I'm going to copy once more. I'm going to go back, just paste that link in my notes so I can keep track of what all these links are. So I'll type Long Beach in here. So this first link is the Torrance one we just did, and then there's a Long Beach one we just did. We're gonna do one more. So let's do maybe the city of Lomita, Lomita. Once I type that in, it's going to ask me to confirm. I want the city of Lomita, so I'll click on city. And now we have that highlighted. I'm going to click where it says generate link. It'll update the links. I'll click copy to my clipboard, and I'll put that in my notes also. Okay, and I'll type Lomita in here. So now I have three different cities for, which I want to have links to on my website so that anyone that goes to my website can see a market report of Torrance, maybe one of Long Beach and one of Lomita. Okay, so now that we have the links to our market reports, now we can go to the web and IDX section of our website. So this is where we started. So I'll go to on the left-hand side right here, we'll click on where it says web and IDX. And now we can scroll back down here and go back to where it says custom pages. Okay, so we got here before, we're doing it one more time. So now that we're here and we have access to the links for our market reports, we're going to create where it says new page, okay? So here it's going to ask you for some information. So I'm gonna guide you through what you need to plug in here to make the magic happen. So let's start with the city of Torrance, okay? So we're going to have to do this 3 times for each of the links we wanna have on our website. So the title, let's call it Torrance Market Report. Anything you type in here is what's going to show right here. So if I had typed Torrance Report in here, it would have came out like this, Torrance Report. But if I do Torrance Market Report, it's going to come out as Torrance Market Report right here in the dropdown. So you could choose how you want to word this. It's totally up to you. But this is what the title basically is right here. Title is what is going to show up in the dropdown. Okay. So once we have the title, of course, of the place we're building the market report for, the next thing you want to do is put them within the dropdown. So right now, if you're setting this up for the first time, you don't already have that category or dropdown item set up. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to create that category. So the category is referring to the name of the dropdown items or where all of these are getting built under. So you could call it city market reports or market reports like I did here, or just reports. So you get to choose what this dropdown item is called basically. Okay, so I'm just going to call it exactly as we have it here, market reports. So we'll go back and we're going to create a new category since it's not already created, and we'll call it market report. Okay. And then you could skip everything else. The last thing we need to do is plug in the link to the market report that we generated before we got here. So I'm going to refer to my little sticky note. Here's the market report for the city of Torrance. We'll copy the link to that. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to paste the link in here. And then that's all I need to do. I'm going to press save. And just like that, we've created one item. It says Torrance Market Report right here. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the other 2 cities that we made links for. So I'm going to click on where it says new page, go all the way back up. So the next city I have here is Long Beach, okay? So here we'll do Long Beach Market Report, okay? So something we're going to do a little differently here is instead of creating a new category, we've already built our market report category the first time around. So it'll be one of the drop-down item menus right here. So I could just click on market report right here, okay? So it's going to be the first item and the only item since we created that category. So once we have that selected, we'll scroll down here and we want to paste the link to the market report for that city. So I'm going to copy the link, go back here, paste it, and then we can save that too. There we go. So now we have 2 different items. Now we're going to create the last one. So I'm going to create a new page again, go all the way back up. I think the last city was Lomita. So I'll type LOMITA, market report. And then we're going to go where it says category. We already built the market report category. So I'm going to click on that right here. Going to scroll down. where it says URL right here, this is where we're going to paste the link to that market report. So I have it already made right here. I'm going to copy this, go back into the KvCORE screen here. We're going to paste it. And just like that, we have our third one also. And I'm going to click save. All right, so notice now we have 3 different items on the custom pages list now. So these are going to be the 3 different market reports that are going to show under the market reports category we built. So ours is going to have 3 cities, Lomita, Torrance, Long Beach, on our website like so. Okay. Any questions before I move forward?
I made a boo-boo. I can't find. I went to website IDEX and I
Yeah.
clicked on site content, but I don't see what you have.
Are you under custom pages right here? Do you see this?
Uh, no, I don't see it. What did I
Okay,
miss? Custom
let
page.
me uh let me
Oh
go
yeah, I
back.
see it. I
So,
see it. I see it.
oh, you see it? Okay.
Yeah, so small. Okay.
Yeah.
And then well, where did
So
you go?
once you click on custom pages, the way
Okay.
to add all of the
Uh-huh.
different
Uh-huh.
reports is to create a new page right
Oh,
here. So
okay.
when you press the green button, then you
Okay.
can type the name of the place. You can choose the category, which we built, market report, and then you put the link to it.
Call
And you
it.
can say,
Hold on a second.
mm-hmm.
What did you call it? Let me see. Okay. Category market report. Hang on. Um,
Did this show up for you, market report?
I have to write that in there, right? Yeah, I see it.
Uh,
It does. I got it.
okay.
And
Okay, there
then
you go.
what do you have for title? Nothing?
Title is basically the name of the city you're doing it for. So if you're doing Hawthorne, you would type in, Hawthorne
Uh-huh.
market report in here or whatever you want to call it. So whatever
Okay.
you type in here is what's going to show, be written in here. So just put something descriptive so people know what they're clicking on. So you could put the city and then market report.
Oops. Not awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Got it.
Mm.
So yeah, once you have the title, you have the category. Um, of course, we already built the links prior to getting here for those market reports. So you just copy the link to those and then paste it in where it says URL right here. Okay.
I don't have URL. I have
You
not.
don't have the
I'm pretty sure I'm where you are. So I got that. I went to categories, market report, yes.
mhm.
And
Which
then
city are you doing right now?
no.
Norwalk? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me
So
show you
where's
how to
your
get the link to it. Let me show you how to generate the link to it. So, and this is a recap for everyone that might have missed this step also.
thanks.
So before we get to the screen right here,
Right
so
on
follow along
there.
with me. The way to create that link is through the lead engine tab on the left-hand side. Okay, so
So,
where it says lead engine,
so I
if you,
close this off or
yeah, so don't worry about the screen. We'll get back to it.
okay.
So I'll show you how to make the link. So where it says lead engine on the
Okay.
left-hand side,
Uh-huh.
if you hover over that, you'll be
Mm-hmm.
able to see where it says build squeeze page.
Got it.
Okay, so once you click on build squeeze page,
Uh-huh.
you'll notice there's a section that says market report.
See it, yes.
Yes, so click on market report.
Okay.
Once you do, it's going to have a field on there that's asking for the area that you're looking for. So
Okay.
for you, it's Norwalk. So I'm going to type
Mhm.
Norwalk in here also.
What happens is it's so small on my screen, I'm gonna have to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, I put in Norwalk
Once you
and
put Norwalk, choose the city if
city.
that's where you're doing.
Good. Did
Okay.
you?
So once the city is highlighted,
Okay,
you're going to click on where it says generate link on the right-hand side in green.
got you. Okay.
Okay, so once you do that, you'll get the link that we're supposed to be
Got
putting where it says URL.
Well,
So we're
yeah,
gonna copy this.
got it.
So once you copy it, we're going to go back to where it says web and IDX. So now we can go back there and paste the link.
Uh-huh.
So web and IDX,
Uh-huh.
then you want to go to either site content or directly go to where it says custom pages on the right hand side.
Well, that's where I got messed up. Okay,
So
so
when
okay, I'm there, and okay, so I'm gonna go to wait a minute. I see the website content. Yes.
yes, so when
Okay,
you go to site content, you'll notice on the left hand side, you'll get a section that says custom pages.
that's why I did that to me. See that's
Okay,
what I'm
when you
saying. I don't have that.
are you under site content?
Yeah.
Okay,
Have
if
him
you
share
look
his screen with you.
one more time,
I said, why don't you have him share his screen with you so you can see what he's seeing?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I see what happened.
did you see it?
See what
Okay,
happened.
I might actually have you share your
Well,
screen
I
too.
think I got it. Hang on a second. So I
Did you?
didn't custom pages,
Okay.
and
If you open up your Zoom also, you can see where I am.
I
Right under site
got
contents,
it.
custom
Got it.
pages is going to be right
Yes, I
there.
see that.
Okay. So you want to click on that.
I got it. That's what I didn't see. I got it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So now that we're here under custom pages,
Uh-huh.
at the top right,
Uh-huh.
you'll get a button in green that says new
Got it.
page.
Got it.
So we'll click new page.
Okay.
And then now we're going to type the title, which is
No.
Norwalk Market Report. Okay.
Okay.
Once we have Norwalk Market Report
Mm-hmm.
as the title,
Mm-hmm.
um, we are going to either create a new category if we've never done this before. So for you, under where it says create new category, you'll get two boxes right under the title,
Yeah. Yeah.
either select category or create new category. So
Oh,
where it says create new category, you want to type market report.
got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you guys who have already built other market reports, market report will already be one of your drop down items. But if you don't see anything under here, you can go ahead and type market report on the right hand side.
I have
Okay.
it. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let me. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha. No problem. So once we scroll down even further, we'll get
Mm-hmm.
to the space where it says URL. So this is where you're pasting that link that we generated earlier.
Hang on a second. Okay. Done.
So once that link is in there, you can press save in green at the bottom left of the little window.
Okay.
And once you save, the window should go away and it should be one of the items under custom pages.
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. So we have a bunch of different market reports here that I've
Yes.
built. So we need to do one last thing before they can show up on our website.
Okay.
Okay. So the way to make that happen is if we scroll all the way up,
With you.
there's going to be a button that says website settings. It says manage my website settings. It's a
Yeah.
blue button.
Got it.
So we'll click on that, manage my website settings.
Okay.
Okay. So once we get to the screen, we want to basically add all of these to our website in our custom navigation. So the custom navigation is basically this part of our website. Okay. So we'll click on where it says custom navigation on the left-hand side. It'll be also a blue button that says custom navigation.
Got it.
So when you click on that, we're
Yes.
going to scroll down a little bit. There's going to be one of the options that says resource categories tab. And there's going to be
Yes.
a green disabled in there by default. But
Yes.
if you don't see anything in there, that's fine also. But under where it says resource categories tab, we're
Uh-huh.
going to click on the drop down there and we should see market report.
Got it.
So when you click on market report, you want to click save in blue right under.
Yes.
And once it's saved, now if you
Save
open up
now.
your website, Yeah,
Something
once you
you
open up
save,
your
right?
website, you should be able to see it.
Hang on. What? Look like it's blue. But okay.
Yeah, so make sure to press the save button. But once you get to this step, again, the way to access your website is by clicking on your name, your first name at the top right,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a little world icon by one of the options. So you want to click on that. It'll be your first name, last name,
Uh-huh.
.exprealty.com. So when you click on that, it'll open a new tab, and then your website will open up.
Okay.
And at the top right, it should say market report as a drop-down item.
Yes.
And if you hover your mouse over that, you should see the market
Got it.
report we built together.
It's a wonderful thing.
Amazing. Can you see Norwalk? Is it there?
Yep.
Perfect. So if you built other ones, they'll be there too. But this is how you built this section on the website right here.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Angela, awesome. I'm glad you were able to see that. So once you've gotten to this step, it's very easy to add on to, to add extra market reports within this dropdown. Every time you want to add a new city or a new location,
Uh-huh.
you can go back into your KvCORE and
Mhm.
just go back to where it says Web and IDX.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Once you get to Web and IDX, you want to, oops, let me close this stuff. Once you get back to Web and IDX, you can click on site content once more
Yes.
and then go to where it says custom pages right under in blue.
That's why I didn't have it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you click on custom pages
Yeah.
here, every time you want to add a new area,
Mhm.
you would click on new page and then
Mhm.
you would type the name of that area,
Mhm.
select the category, which is
Mhm.
market report, and then
Mhm.
just paste the link. And
Good.
then it'll automatically be added as one of the drop-down items. You
Okay.
no longer have to go back to the settings. That's all you would have to do.
Okay.
Okay,
Really good.
perfect. So we're going to do one last example together to really solidify what we did together. That way you can be on your way to creating your own different market reports for your website. So from the top, one more time, once you log into your KvCORE, first we want to identify the area for which we want to build the report for. And the way we want to do that is through the lead engine tab on the left-hand side, okay? So if you hover over where it says lead engine, I'm going to zoom in here, you'll get one of the options that says build squeeze page. I'm going to click on that. Once we click on build squeeze page, you'll get to the screen. On the right-hand side, you'll see a tab for market report. So we'll click on market report. So now let's choose a different city. Let's say we wanted to have the city of Manhattan Beach. Okay. So I'll type where it says area, we'll type Manhattan Beach. So when you type the name of the city in, it should pop up as a drop-down item. So just make sure there's city right before it. So when you click on it, it'll highlight it. And then we want to click generate link on the right-hand side. Once we do so, KvCORE is going to give you the link for a market report for that area. You could choose either or. I always choose the top link. So I'll just click copy to clipboard, or you can select everything here and just do Command C or Control C to copy. Now that we have the link copied to our clipboard, we can go to the Web and IDX tab on our KvCORE, and then we'll go back to site content once more, and then go to custom pages, okay? So when we click on custom pages, we find ourselves back on the screen. All we have to do now is click where it says new page in green at the top right. Because this time I'm doing Manhattan Beach, I'll type Manhattan Beach market report, okay? And we've already built the market reports category, so it should be one of the drop-down items right here. So I'll click on select category. It'll have market report. So it'll know to automatically put this report under that category. So if we scroll down here, the last thing we want to do is paste the link to that market report. Okay, any questions? Did I lose anyone? I think we're looking good. So once you paste the link to the market report, you just want to press save at the bottom left. And just like that, we now also have the Manhattan Beach market report right here. Okay, it's going to list all of them in this page right here. So if I go back to my website, I'm going to refresh. Let me close this one. I'm back to my website. I'm going to refresh the page. And then if I hover over where it says market report, sometimes it takes a few minutes to pop up, but it should pop up right here also. So we just have the 1, 2, 3, the 4 that we've built, but it should say Manhattan Beach on here. Again, sometimes it takes a few minutes, but that's how you add on to it. So give it 5 to 10 minutes at times, and then it will populate. But notice how it is listed right here, Manhattan Beach market report, and that is one of the items we added onto it. Okay, so you can add as many as you want here and create a long list of different links to different cities that people can click on to view on your website, and then they'll be able to see the market report for those cities. And the cool thing is, if someone goes to the website and actually clicks on any of these, so let's say they wanted to see the market report for the city of Torrance, and they click on there, they will be taken to a screen that looks just like this. It'll say, please register to view a market report for the city in question. It'll ask them to put their email and then their first and last name. So I'm going to plug something in here. Let's do John Doe at email.com. Okay. And I'll put a fake first and last name here, John Doe. And also put a random number here, 213-555-5555. Okay. And I press continue. So this is me acting as the person visiting the website. If I click continue, KvCORE is going to register that information, and it's going to load for a second. And right there, it's going to create a market report for the city of Torrance. It'll have a bunch of valuable information for them to look at. Days on market for the average homes on there, new to market, market average, average home price, average sold price. They'll be able to click on a lot of different things on here. And of course, because this is your KvCORE website, everything's going to be logged and be displayed on your end so you could see what the lead is up to and what kind of properties they're interested in. And of course, you get their email and phone number, first and last name, because they filled that out to get access to this. It's a really cool tool to have, and they can always access the different market reports. Norwalk we just created, so we can hover over here, click Norwalk, and then they'll be able to view the market report for Norwalk as well. Okay, so if you notice, when I pressed on Norwalk this time, it didn't ask me to put an email and a phone number. That's because your website remembers that they've already signed in, and they will have a username here at the top. So notice how it says John Doe right here. So now they gain access to all the resources on your website. They don't have to pay for any of this stuff. They just provide their email and phone number, and then they can basically gain access to all this, these great tools. And of course, then it's up to you to reach out to the lead and actually turn them into a client, and then gain business out of it. But this is how you create quick links to market reports on your KvCORE website. Okay. Any questions? Anyone got stuck anywhere? I'm really glad you were able to add Norwalk to your website, Alton. Glad that worked out for you. Yeah, hopefully you can add extra links on there too.
Yeah, because I missed something and I turned, I looked up, when I got back, you were ahead of me. But it always because it's my print is really small.
I
And
see.
I saw testimony, I didn't see the other things. But anyway,
Yeah.
I got it. Thank you much.
Perfect. Let's see. There's a question in the chat, what are other good resources or reports to add? Great question. So you are able to add pretty much any kind of link to your KvCORE website. Okay, so of course this tutorial was just aimed at the market reports, but you can also have other drop downs, maybe some link to your TikTok, maybe some link to your Facebook account, maybe some could link to blog articles that you post, maybe your YouTube channel where you talk about the state of the market. Okay, this is one of the simplest things you could do. But to answer your questions, some things I would put on here are maybe links for people to, book a meeting with you if you have a Calendly account, or maybe if you have a Zoom account. So, book some type of one-on-one meeting with you, book a in-office meeting with you. That would be a good link to add. Social media, of course, maybe a link to a contact me page, one that's bigger, because you do get one up here, contact. But you could put like contact me and then have your email, phone number, and everything listed in that drop down. If you keep up with what's going on in the market, you can actually create a drop down of items here that link to different articles of what's going on in the real estate industry or market. Okay, so there's plenty of things you could do. The sky's the limit. Your creativity is the limit. But this is a good first thing to explore and add onto your website, because everyone, most people wouldn't oppose to wanting to see a market report for their desired city. Okay, but that's a really good question. Hopefully, yeah, that helps. You're welcome. Anyone else? Any questions? Put it in the chat. Unmute yourself. Let me know. Anybody else? Awesome. So yeah, anytime someone views a market report on the website, like I said, your KvCORE is going to let you know that they have viewed said market report, and you'll be able to keep track of all that in your dashboard on your KvCORE. So right now I'm in my dashboard. I'll try and see if anyone in the past here viewed a market report. So this lead that I have, Deborah Hall, viewed a market report for the city of Glendora. And my KvCORE is going to notify me right here. I can email her about it, call her about it, send her a video about it, send her a text about it. But this is where you can keep track of all that activity, okay? And the great thing is, once they view that report, most of the time they'll also click to see, what's sold in that area. And then you might get other boxes that show the type of listings they're looking for. So this lead right here was on my website, clicked to view this property. And then the same person, I think, was doing something else. Some people are regulars. They come back often and see different properties. This person viewed 2 different properties. But it all takes that initial link or push to get them to the website. Then they start exploring and going down the rabbit hole of what all's out there and what all's available. But again, all of this is meaningless without follow-up. So make sure to follow up, take the initiative, build these cool resources on your website, and tell people about it. Tell them to visit your website. Tell them that you can provide, market reports or home evaluations. Home evaluation is another great thing to have, as a drop-down item or an item here on your website, so people can see how much their home is worth. Everyone wants to know how much they could get for their home, so that's a great one to have on there. Okay. Any questions? Going once, going twice. Any questions? Leave them in the chat, unmute yourself, raise your hand. All questions welcome. Let's see. Okay, looks like we're doing just fine. Okay, well, I'm not going to overload your brain with extra information, but there you have it. This is how you build market report links on your KvCORE website. And again, this is recorded. So if you want to go back and review all that we did today, you can view it on the YouTube channel. I'll try to post this in the next 48 hours. So keep an eye out on your email. to get the notification when it is up and running. Okay. And for those of you guys who want to reach out to me with specific questions or, you know, anything tech related or KvCORE related whatsoever, my contact info is here at the top. You can reach out to me at any time. And let's see here. I think that's all I have for you guys today. All right. Perfect. I think we're all good. Yes, you too. Enjoy your week, Angela. It was very nice having you. Thank you for the great questions. And I hope all of you guys also have a great rest of your week. Take care, and we will see you tomorrow for Evaluation Wednesdays with Coach Renee. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.